My name is Emma.
I am a woman now, but I want to tell you my story. It is not a happy story.
It is not a normal story, but it is my story. I was not born to my parents. I was adopted. I did not know this when I was a child.
I found out the truth when I was 14 years old, and it changed my life.
My parents could not have children.
They were married for many years, but they had no baby. They waited, they hoped, and they prayed, but the baby never came.
They were very sad.
They wanted a child to love.
They wanted a daughter or a son. They wanted someone to call their own. They thought and thought.
Then they decided to adopt a baby. There was a woman in our family. She was my father's cousin. She had many children, 7 already.
Then she became pregnant again. She did not want another baby.
She said, "I cannot take care of one more child."
My parents heard this.
They went to her and said, "Please give us the baby when it is born. We will raise the child with love."
The woman said yes. She agreed to give her baby to them after birth. I was born on a cold night. My real mother did not give me a name. She did not hold me.
She gave me to my adoptive parents right after birth. They were waiting for me.
My new mother held me in her arms. My new father smiled. They called me Emma. They took me home. They gave me love. They gave me everything. I grew up in a warm home.
I had toys. I had books. I had good food. I had pretty clothes.
I had a soft bed.
My mother sang songs for me.
My father read me stories. We played games. We laughed. We went to the park.
We went on trips.
We lived a happy life. My parents loved me. They never shouted. They never hit me.
They were always kind.
They taught me good things.
They helped me when I was sick.
They helped me with my homework. They gave me hugs and kisses every day. I felt safe. I felt happy. I felt lucky. I thought they were my real parents. I never asked questions. I never wondered about anything. I thought all children lived like me. I loved my mother. I loved my father. I loved her house. I loved my life.
But then, one day, everything changed. When I was 14 years old, I heard something by accident. I was in the kitchen.
My aunt came to visit. She was talking to another woman.
They did not know I was listening. My aunt said, "You know, Emma is not their real daughter.
She is adopted," the other woman said. "Oh, really?"
I didn't know. My heart stopped.
I could not believe what I heard. I felt confused. I felt scared. I ran to my room. I closed the door. I cried and cried. I could not sleep that night.
In the morning, I looked at my mother and asked her, "Is it true?" She looked at me and said, "Yes, my love, it is true, but we love you so much."
I shouted, "You lied to me. You are not my real parents. Why did you take me?
I want to go to my real parents."
My parents were silent.
They cried, but they did not say anything bad.
They only looked at me with sad eyes. I told them, "Give me money.
I want to go."
They gave me money. They packed some food for me. My mother put my clothes in a small bag. My father gave me a little extra money. I did not say thank you.
I was angry. I left the house.
I left the home where I had lived all my life. I found out where my birth parents lived. I went to their house. I knocked on the door. A woman opened the door. It was my birth mother. She looked at me. She was quiet. Then a man came. It was my birth father.
He said, "Oh, Emma."
My oldest brother came to the door. He said, "Why are you here? We don't have space.
We are already too many people in this house."
My real father looked at me. He looked nervous. He said, "Emma, I am sorry. Life is hard here. We are poor. We don't have space. We don't have food for many people.
I live here, but it is not easy. My wife, she is not kind.
She is angry every day.
I cannot help you.
I stood there. I said nothing. My eyes were full of tears.
I felt cold.
I felt empty. I wanted to scream, but no sound came out. My real mother did not hug me. She did not ask me to come in. No one asked if I was hungry or tired. I felt like a stranger. I was not welcome. My oldest brother said, "You should go back. This is not your home. You left your family.
Why did you come here?"
His words were hard. They hurt my heart. I said nothing. I picked up my bag and walked away. I did not know what to do. I did not know where to go. I sat by the river. The water was dark. The sky was gray. I was cold and hungry. I had no place to sleep. I felt like I wanted to jump into the water. I thought, maybe it is better if I disappear.
Nobody wants me. Nobody loves me now. But something in my heart said, no, don't do it.
I took out my phone. My hands were shaking. I sent a message to my adoptive parents.
I wrote, please send me money.
I want to come home.
If you don't help me, I will jump into the river. I waited.
My phone was silent. 10 minutes passed. Then 20. Then I saw a message. My mother wrote, we will send the money now. Please wait. Please don't do anything bad.
Come back home.
I cried and cried. I felt a little hope.
I waited 2 more hours.
Then I went to the bus station. I got the money. I bought a ticket. I came back home. I didn't say anything when I entered the house. My parents didn't ask anything. My mother hugged me. My father held my bag. We didn't speak. We only cried.
They cooked food for me.
They gave me warm clothes. They made my bed.
I was quiet. I felt strange.
I didn't know what to say. I didn't know how to look into their eyes. I felt shame. I felt pain. But I also felt safe. I was home. That night, I didn't sleep much. I looked at the ceiling. I thought about my life.
I thought about my parents, my real parents who didn't want me, and the parents who raised me with love.
I thought about the food my mother cooked. I thought about the bedtime stories my father told me. I remembered the soft blanket, the goodnight kiss, the warm smile in the morning. My mother came into my room. She had tea in her hands. She put it near my bed. She smiled a little. She didn't say anything. She just sat with me. Her hands were warm.
I looked at her and whispered, I'm sorry.
She touched my hair. You are our daughter, she said.
Forever.
I started to cry. I cried like a little girl. My mother held me.
I said, why didn't you tell me the truth?
She said, we wanted to tell you when you were older. We were afraid. We didn't want to lose you. We didn't want to hurt you.
I nodded. I understood. They were not perfect, but they loved me.
And that love was real. More real than blood. More real than anything else. They gave me a life. They gave me their hearts, and I broke them. But they still welcomed me back. My father came home from work. He brought flowers. He gave them to me.
He smiled and said, welcome home, princess.
That word, princess, made me cry again. I remembered all the times he called me that.
I remembered all the birthdays, the hugs, the help with homework, the games, the walks.
I knew I was lucky. I was not their real daughter by blood, but I was their daughter in every other way. I decided never to leave them again. Days passed. I helped my mother in the kitchen. I cleaned the house.
I went to school.
I started to smile again. My friends didn't know what happened. I didn't tell them. This story was mine. This pain was mine. And also, this love. It was mine.
One day, I looked at my mother and said, can I call you Mom again?
Her eyes were full of tears. She said, you never stopped calling me Mom. Even when you were gone, you were still my daughter. After that day, everything slowly became normal. We didn't speak about the past. We didn't talk about the river, or the cold house, or the angry brother. We only looked forward. We made new memories. We cooked together. We laughed. We went shopping. My father fixed my bike. My mother baked my favorite cake. Life became soft again. But something inside me had changed. I was not a child anymore. I had seen too much. I had felt pain. I had learned that love is not always about who gives you life.
It is about who gives you a home, who stands with you, who never lets you fall.
Many years have passed now.
I am a woman.
I work.
I smile.
I love my parents very much.
They are older now.
My father has gray hair.
My mother walks slowly, but I take care of them.
I cook for them. I drive them to the doctor. I sit with them and hold their hands. I don't think about my birth family anymore. I don't hate them. I don't love them either.
They were a part of my story, but they were only a chapter.
My real life is with the people who raised me. My real family is here. I now understand something very important. Blood does not make a parent.
Love does. Time does.
Care does. My parents chose me.
They didn't have to, but they did. And that choice is the greatest kind of love. When I look in the mirror, I see a strong woman. I see a girl who was lost and found again. I see a heart that was broken but healed. And most of all, I see a daughter who was truly loved. Now I'm 25 years old.
I still remember everything.
It still hurts sometimes, but I'm grateful. I have a family that chose me, loved me, and forgave me. This is my story. Thank you for listening. If this story touched your heart, please subscribe for more stories like this.
I'll be here waiting to share the next one with you.
If you enjoy the story, please like, subscribe, and share.